after the applause, and some pleasantries exchanged with a few individuals who must mean something to her or to this establishment, or perhaps both, Rochelle takes her seat across from Bruno once more. Her protégé, Carmel Luz, lights up the evening with a subdued number, which suits Bruno just fine. It gives him time to probe deeper into Rochelle's situation, just as various cooking techniques can enhance the flavor of meat. Switching between narrative points of view, POV, can deepen the reader's experience and bring a new layer of richness to a scene. To bring out the flavor of this next morsel, I'll have to get closer to the Bruno bone itself, once again, shifting to first-person POV.
I look across the table at her. Rochelle is dripping with radiance. Before us lies a spread of documents, fanned out like a hand in poker. Documents that are possibly forged. But who am I to judge what people do during a war? On the face of it, the papers provide a legitimate reason for Rochelle to be in the U.S. during the conflict, with aspirations of becoming a jazz singer, thanks to her brother and his connections, and that rings all kinds of alarm bells for me. Whoever they are must have long arms, arms that can stretch all the way across the Atlantic and back to France. At any rate, it was a unique opportunity for her to escape France and establish herself in America. Done. End of story. Happy ending. But no. She's lost contact with her brother. He helped her come to the U.S. They said goodbye in France at a railway station. Then he mysteriously disappeared. Now, she drops a bombshell on me and hands me the brown envelope. Removing the documents from inside, I find papers in French, English, and German. Rochelle says her brother may have been a spy. She claims he was a double agent for the Allies, and he feared for her safety, so he got her out of Europe. He himself was to go, of all places, to Egypt, and it took all my willpower not to raise my eyebrows at that. After the war, she hoped to hear from him, but there was nothing, and there has been nothing since. So, what do you want from me? I ask, handing back the envelope and keeping my cold poker face on tight. There's no reason to believe she knows anything more about me than that I'm a private investigator and a part-time cabbie. So Egypt shouldn't factor into her thinking at all, when it comes to me, right?
You are more than a taxi driver, no? You have this part-time employment as a private dick, no?
A part-time? You've got that all around the wrong way. I told you, I'm a private eye, not a dick.
Well, I heard the previous man, and he was a dick. I am sorry to say this, but he met his end.
You mean he was snuffed out?
Like a matchstick.
She replies, striking a match to light the cigarette at the end of her elegant, sleek holder. Then the words finally sink in. Her previous man for hire is dead. Suddenly, I find my appetite has vanished. I put down the fork and knife and place my napkin on the empty plate. I have no time to dwell on this topic, as someone approaches to tell her she must prepare for yet another performance. Before she leaves, however, she leans over to me.
I must show you more later,
she says softly. Her perfume cripples me, and I can't keep her breasts from staring at my eyes. Something more? I ask, fighting against my baser instincts.
My brother had a German contact. Of that much, I am sure.
She says, indicating the pages on the table for emphasis.
Someone known as Funke. I have other documents in my apartment to support this, not just these. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go.
And that was my dinner with Rochelle Chalmette. She gathered the papers, stuffed them back into the envelope, and walked away, her hips swaying, leaving me with quite the high tab.